And so far, I technically haven't wasted any DOM yet. Now that I got my workstation set up, let's go ahead and get to work. So we need to take a measurement over here to see how high up I need to go to my center line. Yeah, 9 7/16. Okay. Okay. Really don't know if this view is gonna get you anything, but we're gonna go with about 22 1/4. This notch to this notch. I've got the 45-degree template over there. We'll go mark it off again, what I say, 22 1/4. Twenty-two 1/4 gives me about a 1/4 inch fudge. And I feel like this time I've got this end really good, so I'm gonna take some off this end because it's just gonna be easier. Well, it didn't take me near as long as that side, which I should have learned from that side on this side, but I didn't because I could have just measured that one, got a good starting point, and we'd have been there. But it's in, it looks good, we're at the same angle. That's all that matters, right? So I kind of totally forgot to record, what I'm doing here. And I kind of know now why Eric said that you need to have a whole bunch of markers, because apparently I'm setting them down and then I don't know where I'm setting them. Like I just had 2 or 3 black markers in my hand and now they're gone. I just bought 2 brand new black markers from Harbor Freight, and I've already lost one. So I totally guess Eric was right. Let's get back to the project. So this cross beam here, I went with a 22.5 degree bend with a 67.5 degree notch. That gives me that look right there, which I'm pretty happy with. Now I just got to figure out how to bend or mimic that bend down there. Okay, so we're going to try bending this windshield bar. I've got the A-pillar plates in, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have like a 22 degree here. We're going to have like a 67.5, or yeah, like a 67.5 degree here. Is that right? Yeah. So I've got a measurement from like 7.5 inches to the center of the bend. And this tube. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure where I was at when the battery died, but so I'm measuring at about 7.5 inches to the center of the bend. The Rogue Fag bender has a 6-inch CLR, center line radius. 6-inch CLR. So I measure 6 inches from the center of the bend this way. That will be my line. That's where my center of my bend is going to be. I need 7.5 inches from here to the center. So I'll measure in 1.5 inches, make a mark. That's where I'll put my die. That should land me 7.5 inches to that first bend. Keyword on should. 24 degrees. All right, so now we're getting to the part where it's going to actually start getting a little difficult. I got the windshield laid down. I got this notched at 67.5 degrees. Yes, 67.5. It's actually pretty decent. And then we're shooting this thing across there. So that actually ended up a lot deeper than I thought. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. So I think I have a plan here. We're gonna go 7.5 inches in. That's gonna be the mark. So then, like I did last time, just 1.5 inches to the 6-inch mark. That should put the center of my bend right there. It's gonna swing this out, and then I can measure the angle once it's bent out. I think that might work just fine and dandy. And it's a little short, but I think I might be able to pull this in, this side and that side. But I'm within like 0.3 of a degree of being money. I've got it angled up a little bit just so it can clear the dash piece. We're straight across the dash there, nice and low. I think that is actually going to give me better view than what the rock hard cage had, or what I had in the rock hard cage. So I am happy with that. Now I can get my bar from here to here, from here to here, tie that in, and then we can move on to the back. We're rolling along here, rolling along. Back out here in the garage working on some more tube work. I got the A-pillars done. They're all tacked in. I'm working on this crossbar here, and then we're going to work on this back crossbar here. It is proving to be a little bit difficult. I actually think maybe one of these connecting pieces here might be slightly bent. So right now I'm just kind of squaring things up to see if I can get it square. Hopefully that turns out all right. It looks like it's going to be okay. We'll start working on this back piece here. I'll have to do some angle checking because I got to figure out where I want to land over here. So when I start off here, I run off and kind of come into there and then down to there. So let's figure out where I'm gonna figure out where I want to land it, and then we can start measuring and get something ready to cut and bend. All right, so that took me longer than I care to admit, but I actually changed my mind a little bit. I was gonna go, you know, straight back and then down over there, but I went ahead and put crossbars there. I'm gonna leave the whole back end there open. I kind of like this look here. It's gonna be just as strong. So now I gotta work on harness bar, and then I probably will need to put the back seat back in, because then I need to see if I need to kind of loop that around. Here, I for sure need to loop the harness bar around. So that requires some bending, some math, and boy, am I dirty. Okay. So I'm not 100% sold on my harness bar. I mean, it's almost identical distance out as what my rock hard was, but come back here, I probably should have did more of an aggressive bend than that 40 degree. Probably should have come out more and did damn near a 90, probably like a 67-degree bend or something like that. But it looks good. It's smooth. It's level. We'll go with it. If I don't like it down the road, then I'll just cut it off and put a new one on there. So like I've mentioned before, we're going to do some crossbars behind the passenger seat or the rear seats. And then I am going to tie here to here. And then I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to do a harness bar back here yet. I don't have rear seats that would require a harness bar. And why am I walking around? We're getting close. Man, my face is dirty already.
And of course, I forgot to record a outing for this video, but I have changed my mind many times on this. The rear crossbar has since been removed. The top bars have since been removed and redesigned, as you'll see in the next video.